Is it a succulent? Is it a tropical? Who knows? Let's talk about Hoya. What's up, fellow plant enthusiasts? My name is Dylan and this is Baines Botanicals. Today we're going to be talking about Hoya. Now, Hoyas are a plant that a lot of people like. A lot of people collect Hoyas. They are very interesting. They're all trailing plants like this. Me personally, I never got into Hoyas. There's just a couple of things about them that turn me off a little bit from them, but this is the one Hoya I do have. This is called a Hoya obovata, and Hoya obovata is really cool because it has very large leaves, and if you notice the variegation on those, if you want to call it variegation, it's very reminiscent of a Thai constellation monstera. So I kind of love it because of that. And like I said, the big round leaves are very unique, I think, to Hoyas. Most Hoyas that you see are going to have kind of narrower leaves. Some of them are very crinkled. Some of them have a white center. Some of them are so narrow that they become fragile. So yeah, I actually have this on my shelf with my succulents just because these leaves are so big and kind of succulent-like that I kind of treat it the same as a regular succulent. Here is the taxonomy information for Hoya. We are in the family Apocynaceae. There are a couple of other houseplants in Apocynaceae. They are escaping me at the moment. If you think about it, there are a lot of, actually, I know you guys keep asking to see my cats. Here is my new kitten, and look at how cute he is. His name is Merlin. Hi, little buddy. Hi. Oh my God, you're so adorable. You're so adorable. Yeah. So he's very curious and he likes getting into things. So there. There are a lot of plant families that begin with the letter A, like Acanthaceae, Apocynaceae, Araliaceae, Ericaceae. I mean, there's other ones. I thought I had some other ones. Azoiaceae. Like, there's just so many. So sometimes it can be easy to mix those up. Anyway, as far as care goes, Hoya, depending on the species, is kind of going to determine its care. This one, the obovata, like I said, I treat it like a succulent. So I water it maybe once a week, depending on if the soil is dry or not. I basically let the soil dry out for about a day or two and then I water it. Just because it has these succulent leaves and everything. Oh, I skipped light, I guess. Light, they really want bright indirect light. Hoyas are not really a low light plant. They do grow fairly slowly, so they don't necessarily like that low light because they're going to get really leggy. They're not going to prosper. So try to do medium to bright indirect light. And like I said, watering, there are some Hoyas that like to be kept a little wetter than others. It just depends on the species. So it's one of those things where you would really want to do research on the particular Hoya that you have. But I know that a lot of them do kind of have more succulent leaves, but they still don't want to dry out like totally. As far as soil goes, I just go ahead and do a fast draining soil, like a succulent cacti soil, just because in addition to kind of the trickiness of the watering, they don't really want to be like wet. Like it needs to be fast draining so that they don't have their roots sitting in water for too long because they can be prone to root rot. I mean, as any plant is, but yeah. Humidity, just average humidity. This one doesn't really need extra humidity, but some of them, like I said, it would not hurt to have the supplemental humidity. And fertilizing, just be careful with fertilizing. Like they need fertilizer, but I would go ahead and dilute it more than you would maybe your tropicals, just because you can over fertilize and like not take that back, but if you need to add more fertilizer, you can do that. But if you fertilize too much, that could really harm the plant. So just kind of be wary about it. One other thing about Hoya that can be kind of tricky is that they don't really like their roots messed with. If you're going to repot a Hoya, you definitely want to do it in the spring so that it can recover better. You don't want to do it in the winter because it's kind of dormant. When you repot it, be very careful. Like some people like to break up the root ball a little bit. Don't do that with the Hoya because they just don't like it. They don't respond well to that. So just treat it gently because they just don't like having their roots messed with. Other than that, there's not too much else to say about Hoyas. Sometimes they get, like this one you notice, it has like this long stem here that has no leaves on it. I'm just going to leave that for now until spring, and if it doesn't pop any leaves out, I'll probably just go ahead and prune that. Since this is like a trailing plant, you can prune it. Don't prune it back too far. You don't want to shock the plant, but yeah. I know that there are many interesting species of Hoya out there. Let me know some of your favorites. Like I said, Hoya obovata, this is probably my favorite, but yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you for staying with me and keeping up with my videos and everything, and liking and subscribing. And most importantly, I think, interacting with me. I love talking to you guys, so I look forward to that. I look forward to seeing your comments and everything. So until the next video, I will see you guys very soon. Thank you.